Hi everybody. Well, today I'm going to be making an appliqué dinosaur shirt for a boy. As usual, my grandson. And here I am cutting out some of the fabric to place as the face, body, etc. This stuff here is really good stuff. It comes in really long, big rolls and is very well priced. If anyone's interested in purchasing any of this, there is some available on my Etsy site. I will put the link in the descriptions down below. Just using the heat press now to press on some, what do you call it? I can't think. Heat and bond. There we go. Let that cool a little bit before peeling off the back, and then the glue sets. Here we go. Peel it off. You can see now that the glue's all set. Nice stuff, this. I'm stitching out my first part. These are the side bits. I think it's more of a dragon actually than a dinosaur. These are the wings. Yeah, it does actually it's a dragon. It comes in the description on Etsy as a dragon. I'm using some of this other leather-like fabric for the wings. This too is quite good stuff. This you can buy on Amazon. Just look under scale fabric. Obviously be careful when you're putting your fingers there. You don't want to sew your fingers. I think I've been pretty close sometimes. Now I'm going to cut it out. I use these Fisker scissors. They are really good scissors, tiny with a curved edge. You can also find these on Amazon, Fiskers. I always try to go as slow as I can, trying not to cut into the t-shirt, lifting the fabric away from the stitches and then trying to cut as close to the stitching as possible. Back on the machine. Next lot of stitches. Here I'm going to place the other scale fabric, which is like an iridescent silver. You'll see I've cut out a massive piece here, and honestly I really didn't need to do that because now I've wasted all that outer stuff. Well, I could probably use it again for smaller bits, but there was really no need for me to do all that. Cutting out yet again. I enjoy this bit. I find it quite therapeutic. As long as I don't make mistakes, that is. It's really nice fabric, this. It's almost like it's quite elasticated, but when you put the glue on the back of it, it does stabilise it, and it does do the trick. Here's the nose part. Next lot. I wasn't quite sure whether to go for green or brown because I've got the outer stitching in a brown, as you'll see later on, but it actually worked quite well. And the horns. I quite enjoyed making this design. Well, putting it down onto the t-shirt anyway. Obviously I didn't make the design, I bought that from Etsy. It's little feet. I'm now placing some glitter heat transfer vinyl on top here. You can use this for cutting out on your cricket and placing straight down onto a t-shirt, but I also use it for appliques. I peel the layer off first, the plastic coating off the top, so that obviously you won't be able to do it once you've sewn it onto your t-shirt. So, but once it's heated, it does adhere and it's quite effective. You can also buy this from Amazon. Now it's going to stitch out all the remaining stitches. This part is going to take several minutes, so if you wish to fast forward then please do so. I shall be going then on to the removal of the stabiliser and the pressing of the garment, and also covering the underside with some soft tender touch. So yes, I shall leave you now with some music. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, that would be great. I will be doing more of these videos and possibly more descriptive videos in the future, going through different processes of different things. I will be doing digitising as well, along with heat transfer vinyl, as well as more embroidery. So please watch out for future videos. So now we're coming to the end of the design, and I'm quite happy with the way that this all turned out. The colours were good. I wasn't too sure about the green nose at first, but the finished result actually I am quite happy with. So in a minute I shall be taking this off the machine. We'll just wait for these last few stitches to stitch out, and then we will remove it from the machine. There we go. And this is the finished result. I do like that fabric, I must admit. The silvery scale fabric is lovely, and I have got absolutely loads of it, so it's going to last a while. And here now I'm going to turn it inside out and take off the tearaway. I use tearaway. I don't see what the problem is. Some people say, you know, not to use tearaway if you're going to wear it, but I do. In fact, I think I managed to pick the majority of it off the pattern at the back here. I suppose when you're doing really intricate stuff, then that you can actually wear, I don't know. It's harder to get out in between all the little crooks and crannies, but this one here is relatively easy. So I use the tip of the viscose scissors just to pull the paper up and then get hold of it and pull it out. It makes it quite easy. Just obviously be careful not to cut into your t-shirt. And snip off the ends. It's not so bad with black, but when you've got a white t-shirt and you don't snip off the ends and you've got a piece of dark thread, when you go to iron on your tender touch, you know, so that it protects the children's skin, then turn it back in the right way, you'll find that you can see bits of thread come through depending on the thickness of your shirt. So yeah, I did make the mistake of that once. So I like to snip off all the little bits and then apply my tender touch. It's not so bad in the middle of the pattern where you're not going to see it because you've got material covered, but on the edges here it's good to get rid of them, give it a shake. And there we go. Now I'm going to apply some Tender Touch. This is not the actual Tender Touch brand. This here came off a wholesale roll, and in a moment I will show you the name. I try to cut a square piece, but then when I apply it, there we go, look. It's Saline, whatever that is, F220. Saline? Is that how you pronounce it? Anyway, I'm just going to snip off the writing because we don't want that on the inside of the shirt. I must admit I didn't really make a very neat job of this. I decided to cut around instead of leaving it nice and square, but I don't suppose it matters, it's on the inside. I try to lay it as flat as possible. I've got my heat press ready. I think the heat press is actually set at 220, I can't remember now, but yeah, so try and lay it down as smooth as possible, give it a quick press, it doesn't take long. I think I may have done this twice, I'm not sure. Here's a bag that I made earlier. There's a design I bought from Etsy as well. Yes, there you go. So that's been adhered. And now I'm going to turn it the right way around, and I think I'll press it again, because obviously I need to press the heat transfer vinyl as well, and repress the fabric that was covered in heat and bond. Just snip off the ends. I did tear off the label there from the neck, because these particular t-shirts are with tearaway labels, and I don't like to leave them on. I have got my own brand now in girls t-shirts, but that's another video. So I lay it down flat as possible onto the heat press, and then once everything's all neat and flat, give it a good press, and that really does finish it off. You can do just as well with an iron. You don't have to have a heat press for this, or for any of it for that matter. And there we go. I must admit I was very happy with this design. Yeah, lovely. Go check it out. They've got them on Etsy. If you look up dragon, you'll find them on Etsy. And there we have it, one dragon appliqué t-shirt. Yes, I am very, very happy with this one, and it is now available on my Etsy store. I shall pop a link in the description down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up if you did. Also, please subscribe if you have not already subscribed. The more the merrier. And I'll see you in future videos. Bye for now.